Next on the news, a burglary at St. John's University. Police are looking for these men who they say stole hundreds of dollars of memorabilia from Rick Pitino.
Authorities say they just walked right onto campus, and that is shocking to students. I'm Katie Vasquez, and I'll have more coming up.
The results are in, and medical experts are saying that Sister Wilhelmina's body did not decompose. Could sainthood be on the horizon in Missouri? The Vatican is celebrating its friendship with the United States with a stamp. The commemorative postage honors 40 years of diplomatic relations. Plus, he's brought his voice and his ministry to the Diocese of Brooklyn. We introduce you to one of the visiting priests serving the people of Brooklyn and Queens over the summer. I'm Christine Persichetti. Currents News starts right now. Crime on campus. Police say these two men stole from a St. John's University basketball coach. Investigators are still on the lookout for the Red Storm robbers, who they say entered the campus unauthorized on Tuesday evening. Students say they're shocked by the burglary. Currents News' Katie Vasquez is at St. John's University in Jamaica with more.
A bold break-in happened here at St. John's University earlier this week. The Queens campus has security cameras and patrols all over, but that didn't deter these thieves. The NYPD tells us around 6 p.m. August 20th, these two men walked into the office of men's basketball coach Rick Pitino. Once inside, they stole around $375 worth of goods, including a ceremonial dagger as well as a bullhorn, which can be seen in this surveillance video. Rick Pitino joined St. John's in 2023, but he has a storied coaching career in leading teams like the University of Kentucky and University of Louisville to NCAA championships. The St. John's University Athletics Department confirmed in a statement they shared that video with police and are assisting in the investigation. Students on campus say they are surprised by the break-in and plan to be more careful.
I definitely would keep more of an eye on my belongings, just making sure, my valuables are on me or, they're locked away somewhere. But then again, like I said, there's a lot of good people on this campus. So in that sense, I don't feel really threatened or worried as much.
I thought it was kind of I was sad to hear from the school. I don't know. I'm new here, and it's a little scary to hear that.
Obviously, not a good thing to happen in the school. It was kind of scary to hear about.
According to an email sent to students, St. John says these perpetrators also came back on August 21st and removed property from another office. Police are still looking for the two men. In Jamaica, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
Anyone with information about this incident is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. That's 1-800-577-8477. Developing tonight, a possible miracle in Missouri as medical examiners rule on a nun whose buried body was found incorruptible. It was over a year ago that a Kansas City religious congregation exhumed their founder, Sister Wilhelmina Lancaster, so they can move her body inside the Abbey Church. What they found is what has many flocking to the convent. The nun's body seemingly well preserved despite not being embalmed or receiving any other treatment before her burial. Now medical professionals are weighing in. The nuns at the Benedictines of Mary, Queen of Apostles Monastery in Missouri just got the results of a new report on the remains of Sister Wilhelmina Lancaster. The body of their founder was found intact last year, 4 years after her death. And now medical experts commissioned by the Diocese of Kansas City St. Joseph have determined her body shows no signs of decomposition. According to the diocese, the investigation concluded that the condition of her body is highly atypical for the interval of nearly 4 years since her death, especially given the environmental conditions and the findings in associated objects. For example, the casket's lining had completely deteriorated, and yet Sister Wilhelmina's habit and clothing showed no features of breakdown. The initial discovery in 2023 attracted thousands of Catholics to the monastery.
The fact that we could actually touch her, to place our rosaries and our holy cards and our pictures of our families, next to her body, she hears us.
The Diocese of Kansas City St. Joseph says they are not currently investigating a sainthood cause for Sister Wilhelmina, but the sisters are collecting testimonies and reports on people who claim to have received healing. While Catholics are still waiting for word from the Church on Sister Wilhelmina, the Vatican has approved a Marian devotion in Spain. The blessing was given to Our Lady of Sorrows of Chandevilla, where at the end of World War II, 2 young girls say they saw the Blessed Mother in the Spanish town near the Portuguese border. The Dicastery for the Doctrine of the Faith says there are many signs of the Holy Spirit's action at the shrine there, but they did not give any certainty to the supernatural authenticity of the phenomenon. The Vatican is also celebrating 40 years of diplomatic relations with the U.S. by releasing a new stamp. The postage, which costs $2.75, features the seals of both the Holy See and the U.S. They're tied together with yellow and white ribbons that turn into red, white, and blue ones. The Vatican Post Office will start selling the stamp on September 16th. Every summer, the Diocese of Brooklyn strengthens its bonds with the Universal Church by welcoming visiting priests from all over the world. Currents News' Jessica Easthope has been introducing us to some of them, and this week we meet Father Basil Achusim, who is currently serving the parishioners at the Basilica of Regina Pacis in Dyker Heights for the 2nd summer in a row.
Oh Lord, how excellent is your name. How excellent is your name.
A song of praise booms through the chapel and columbarium of the Basilica of Regina Pacis in Dyker Heights.
Praise him, hallelujah. Praise him, hallelujah.
Father Basil Achusim can't help but express his faith through music.
We don't just listen to the music, we're inspired and sent on mission.
But Father Basil says as a whole, music in church is lacking in the Western world. Parishioners back home in the Archdiocese of Onitsha in Nigeria can't celebrate Mass without it.
That's one of the things that surprised me when I came over to the Western world. My entrance into as a priest towards the altar, and everywhere was silent. I was like, is everything okay? What's happening?
Though he's seen how powerful it can be, Father Basil, who's spending his 2nd summer at the Basilica and with its parishioners, says music isn't high on the list of priorities for the global church.
One of the greatest problems that the church is witnessing now is we must not shy away from the truth, maybe because of persecution.
For Father Basil, these truths include the sanctity of life, the truth about Jesus being God, and his true presence in the Eucharist. When it comes to that, he says the American Church and the National Eucharistic Revival are leading the way.
There is a huge army of Christ emerging from the American faith. Seeing over 55,000 Catholics gathered in adoration in the stadium for Jesus. In this age, in this era, it's incredible. Jesus.
That was Jessica Easthope reporting. Father Basil is here in the United States for a few more weeks. In early September, he'll head back to Rome, where he's getting his PhD in theology. And that is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.